Hello and good afternoon. My name is Sigfredo Morales, and I want to thank you, all of you guys, for being here with me today. Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that is affecting a lot of life and a lot of families in the United States and around the world. We're going to be talking of a little bit about addiction and what addiction causes and how can we help those that are being affected by the disease of addiction. So, I have a few questions for you. Imagine living in a world where everybody that you know is affected by addiction. That doors are being closed left and right, and you had the capability and the possibility to help these people out, help your family members, help friends out to come out of this disease and be able to beat it, would you do it? Would that be something that motivates you to move forward to helping these people that are being affected by the disease of addiction? According to the national, according to Rosso et al., initial drug use is always voluntary. Now, what happens is after the initial use and becomes a repetitive use, and that's when the chemical imbalance in the brain happens and addiction comes to surface. So the reason that a lot of people are addicted to chemicals is because of the continual use of those chemicals affecting the brain and the brain chemical balance. Um, there is a lot of help out there for people with the disease of addictions if we are willing to put in the work for them. Addiction is affects a lot of people in the United States. According to the National Institute of Drug Abuse, in 2001, there were 106,000 deaths due to overdose. If us as a nation, as a world, will come together and understand addiction and give all of our resources to be able to fight addiction, I believe deeply that all these 106,000 deaths due to overdoses could have been at least cut in half or probably eliminated completely. Um, According to Beaton and Gerber, one of the main things that society does nowadays when it comes to addiction and people being affected by addiction. So addiction leads to stealing, leads to lying, cheating, and all these things could cause to legal problems. A lot of the ways that society nowadays is dealing with this issue is by sending offenders or people being affected by addiction that commit either burglaries or assaults and things like that, send them to prison without any chance of rehabilitation or any chance of receiving any type of treatment. According to Beaton and Gerber, they found that in their studies, they found that if offenders are given the option and given the treatment needed to fight addiction, they're highly unlikely to reoffend again. Unfortunately, addiction is something that is not a fight that it could be won overnight. It is something that takes a long time, and it takes dedication and willpower. And they need tools. Addicts need the tools necessary to be able to fight and win this battle against addiction. Um, Moving forward, there is the United States of America is trying to implement in different aspects in the penitentiaries where they're trying to offer addicts the option to reform themselves, to be able to go to school, to study, that whenever they come out of this penitentiary in these jails institutions, they are well equipped to not only stay clean and stay off any kind of substance abuse, but also be a good citizen, somebody that could come out to society and give something back. And we're seeing this again through Beaton and Gerber's research that it is a high number of possibility that if we provide this kind of medical attention and this kind of resources to people with the disease of addiction, it's highly unlikely that they reoffend again due to the same circumstances. Again, I repeat again, this is an emphasis for all of you guys. Addiction is a disease. It needs to be battled as one. It takes every single day there's people in this world losing their life because of the disease of addiction. And I firmly believe that if the government of the United States and the world will come together as one, and understand, instead of pushing people to the side because of this disease, instead of just put them into the side, send them off to jails, institutions, and even death, if we could able to provide free of cost care for them and be able to give them the tools to fight this disease, the outcome in this world will be so much better. There wouldn't be a necessity for sending all these people to reform, or even having all this money spent by taxpayers in opening new prisons to be able to house people that could be safe. I hope that you guys find this information interesting, and I hope that it touches your hearts and your life. Always keep in mind that the next person to you, you never know what they're going through in their life. Always keep an open mind to change and to help people with the disease of addiction. Thank you.